at some point. All right. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Midday Market Update. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. First trading day of the week after Easter, the first trading day of the month of April. If you can hear me loud and clear, by all means, please respond in the chat, preferably with VV Nation to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. T. Yes, we are now hooked up on X, my friend. I'm glad that we are. As I always mention, if you ever want to find me on Twitter or X, whatever it is, just search for me. Joey doesn't want me to put my Twitter exchange out anymore, so I'm not allowed to. He won't let me. Joey actually sort of kind of... Yeah, you did say that. You did say that. Say hi to everybody, Joey. Joey just came off of vacation. He sent me awesome pictures. He and his family look great at the beach. Good. A lot of people are able to hear me loud and clear. I'm waiting for the alert to hit. When it does, huh? You got it? Then how come I don't see it? Go to the other page. Go to the other page. Okay. That's not right. It can't be right unless it's just, there it is. That looks, okay, now I see it. I see the alert hitting now. All right. Praying everyone had a great Easter. That's right. Today is Easter Monday, the day after Easter. I did, if you are following me on my Facebook, I did post pictures of my wife and my grandchild at church yesterday as well. Again, I don't give that out. No April Fools in this room. You don't know. You don't know. Where's Akshaya? That'll be my April Fool's guy. Where you at, Akshaya? I know you there. Anything on safety shot? What is a safety? What is that? I don't even know what that is. We can hear you better if you start with free fish prior to every sentence. Dang, you guys are all over the free fish. So, you know, my alert today came out, a recession warning. With everything that's going on, you know, I'm going to start off with that. With everything that's going on with the Fed, and if we're going to get our first rate cut in June, which I don't think we will, but I'll talk a little bit about that in a second. Is there a possible recession in the mix? A couple of things is credit card debt. Not a lot of people talk about it, but I've talked about it here on live streams on more than one occasion. That's one of my bubbles. Credit card debt. People, the bill is coming due, and a lot of people are not paying. All right, could that start a recession? Absolutely. And oh yeah, you know, I did see an order. I did see a story on X today. Did you hear this? The Palantir CEO left the company. Did you hear that? Whoa, did you hear that? The Palantir CEO left the company. Holy smoke. So, by the way, yeah, Joey, what? Did you not see that story, Joey? That was huge news. I saw it on X. That was huge news. I talk about Palantir. You guys are so asleep. That was my April Fools right there. That was my April. And I don't know if y'all all got captivated and was like, wow, and started searching the internet for it or not, but that was my April Fools. That's bad for Palantir Day. Well, there you go. That was my April Fools. All right. So getting on to possible recession. Student loans. All right. Student loans are still coming due. A lot of people have gotten them taken away, but that's still going to be a problem. That's credit card debt is going to take money out of the market. Wow, Janice said that was lame. That's messed up, Janice. Why would you hurt my feelings? Credit card debt is going to take money out of the market. Student loans is going to take money out of the market. Unemployment is my third part of possible recession. We're still just below 4. But if we start moving up, that's going to be a problem as well. Bill says it was lame too. U.S. banks as a group are currently sitting on $480 billion in unrealized paper losses in government securities. Boom! Lee, what have I said about banks? That the other shoe had to fall. The other shoe had to fall. It hasn't fallen yet, but I've talked about the banks. I talked about that's another one of my bubbles outside of credit cards is the banks. So blame it on me. Glenn, I didn't. Why you put my name in there, Joey? I didn't say that. Whew. All right, so I think that we do have some tough times ahead. I still think that a lot of people are anticipating that we will be getting credit interest rate cuts. I still don't think we get any more than one, and I see it, Joey. Thank you. I think that we don't get any more than one, or maybe none. Again, and if you want to look at me as the bad guy bringing the bad news to the market, that's fine. The biggest thing I don't want to see happen is I don't want to see you guys get hurt if that comes to fruition. And if it doesn't, I'll be the first one to admit I was wrong. I'll be the first one to admit that I was wrong. But man, I just look at the data. PMI data came in today. We're going to talk a little bit about that. The economy is still rocking and rolling. It's rocking, but it ain't rolling. It ain't rolling over. And if that's the case, folks, I mean, just realistically, just thinking about it from a common sense perspective, the Fed's going to have a hard time cutting interest rates in the current economic climate that we have right now. Greg says, as Powell said, national debt is a real problem. We keep spending money. We do. We are. All right. So it is what it is. Adgate says, what's your thought on housing if rates come down? They're already overvalued. Rates go down, prices will absolutely. I think that if we start cutting interest rates, the housing market's going to go ballistic. It's going to go ballistic. And what is that? That's inflationary. And I think that the Fed is in a spot that, man, if he cuts interest rates, he's going to cause inflation. Do you agree with that? Yes or no? If the Fed cuts interest rates, he is going to cause inflation to rise big time again. Yes or no? Yes or no? I listen. And someone told me, he said that the Fed will not be the purveyor of interest rates going back up. All right. So I just think that he's in a tough spot right now. I think that if he does cut rates, I'm telling you, it's going to be the most political thing that he does. It's going to be the most political thing he does. Ravi says Powell said that he is data driven. The data, Ravi, still shows that inflation is ticking higher. Ever by so little bit, it's still ticking higher. So that's all I got to say about that. That is the data, Ravi. That's not me. That is the data. All right. So that's my talking points in regards to possible recession going on, getting ready to happen. The warnings are there. I've given you the warnings. I'm looking at the market. Man, we were up. We went down. We got one red light in the color guard right now on RT, which means the market is, actually in downtrending. All right. The market's downtrending. I've said on more than one occasion that the market cannot sustain this major up move that we've been going through. Again, I may be looked at as the guy that just comes on and I'm the Debbie Downer. And I'm okay with that, folks. I am totally okay with that. I just don't want you guys to get beat up. All right. Rates are not going down, says Prakash. I think that we get one. And that's only because we're in an election cycle. I think we get one only because we're in an election cycle. Other than that, I can't see us getting more than that. All right. So let's get into the software. Joey, what do I do? Do I do the thing? I do it that way. All right. So I want to take a look at what's going on in the market today, looking at the major indices, mixed market. The Qs are slightly up, but this is what catches my attention. People are getting fearful in the market. All right. Michelle thinks that we get 2 rate cuts. All right. We'll see. How to play the market during recession. Gerald, believe you me, we will have videos between Ryan and I on how to play a recession when the recession gets here, if the recession gets here. My talking points today, we're talking about recession red flags, why I was thinking of a possible recession could be in play. All right, so with that, that's where we go. If data does not permit, he will not cut interest rates. Ravi, I agree with that. But I think that, all right, so let me ask the question. I do this a lot. How many of you think that we get the 3 rate cuts this year? Type of 1. All right, type of 3 if you think we get 3 rate cuts. Type of 2 if you think we get 2 rate cuts. Type of 1 if you think we get 1 rate cut. I know Joey just put out a thing. If the Fed cuts the rates, will it cause inflation to rise? And then, more so everybody's saying yes. But I want to see what you think out there. I love to get you guys involved in the conversation. I see a lot of 1s. I'm on point with 1s. I see 2s coming out there. Lee says 0. Kurt says 0. I've said that too. I've also said that we get no rate cuts. But I think realistically, because we do have an election cycle, we possibly get 1. But you know me, I love getting you guys involved. I'm not here just to be talking. I want you guys to be known. I want you guys to be heard. Because there's many people out there that know more about the market than I do. I'm just a guy. I don't agree with inflation this time around, says Nabil. All right. And another reason why I like to see this, because I get to see a lot of people who never chat in here at least say something. All right, Michelle says 1 in June and 1 before election. Okay. I can maybe go with that. I think only 1, though. Please make the video before the recession starts to get us, says Robbie. All right, to get us ready. We will. All I'm saying is right now, I'm looking at it. At least I'm looking ahead to it now. At least to let you know there are red flags. There are red flags to a possible recession. And if we get anywhere close to it, between Ryan and I think that would be a good video. Right, Joey? Some kind of a video on a recession, possible recession. All right. So I wanted to take a look at what's going on in the market. Mixed market, but the big thing that catches my attention that people are getting a little bit more fearful in the market with the big bump up in the VIX. All right, Mike says, agree with June 2nd and before the election. All right, so we'll see. Inflation is coming down. Prakash, really? Do you really think so? I think that even with a slight uptick in inflation, that's a problem. All right, let's go get into what news is moving the market. All right, let's go do that. Let's go put me on web stories. Thank you, Joey, for absolutely nothing right there. I appreciate that. I love you, Joey. You know I love you. Fed wait and see about rate cuts supported by highest since July 6-month core PCE and core services PCE inflation. The core CPE price index, the Fed's focusing refers to all the time, was revised up to an annualized month-to-month growth of 5.6%. Is that a good thing? Is that a good thing? Yes or no? And these are the, and when I say the things that I do, I don't want any of you guys to just think that I'm just blah, 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 blah. I want to back it up with what I can find on the internet. U.S. manufacturing sector grows for the first time in 1.5 years. We're making money. U.S. manufacturing grew for the first time in 1.5 years as production rebounded sharply and what? New orders increased. People are spending money, but employment at factories remained subdued and prices for inputs pushed higher. All right, the ISM on Monday increased to 50.03. I don't know a whole lot about these numbers, but anytime these numbers are above the value of 50, that's a good thing for the economy, which it was. It rose from 47.8 in February. All right, Glenn, did you see that they revised the 800K job numbers? What else are they lying about? I've told you that I think that the job numbers ain't right. The job numbers ain't right. And you would think that let the job numbers come in the way that they need to come in and let unemployment start to rise the way that it should be with the raising of interest rates. But I think that's manipulated, and I think oil is manipulated. All right. I can't give you a whole lot of real meat behind that. I just look at the stuff. All right. And these revisions keep happening month over month over month over month. All right. They do. All right. Another thing about the jobs, it doesn't take into effect the people who are not participating in the job market. What else does it not take into effect? It does not take into effect the people that are working 2 and 3 part-time jobs. All right, those things need to be part of the picture, but they're not. All right, next one. In the economic calendar today, ISM manufacturing up higher than the previous and up higher than the forecasted. As you can see, the Bank of Canada Business Outlook Survey. I like the Canadian folks, so I try to put that in there as well. Atlanta Fed GDP now, Q1, higher than the previous and the forecast. The economy doesn't need a rate cut. All right? The economy doesn't need a rate cut. All right, keep on moving. Oil near 5-month highs as tighter supply looms. Well, we know what went on with the bridge in Maryland. Boats, oil not going through the Red Sea because of the conflict in the Middle East, taking it longer to get to us. So it's a supply issue. The bridge in Maryland, not as much. It does haul coal. A lot of coal comes through there and car parts. So coal could be an issue with inflation as well as oil. All right, next one, Bitcoin. Bitcoin today back down below 70,000. How many of you are in Bitcoin in any way, shape, form, or fashion? Just type a 1. How many of you are playing crypto? Just type a 1 in the room. I was in a couple of crypto stocks. I took my money and left. I know, T, you're a little bit more aggressive. Who else do I know? Jazz is aggressive. I know that. Jake, I don't know you to be that aggressive. But I see IBIT. IBIT is not a bad play. What was the one that I talked to you about as far as a dividend play? I just did it on Thursday. Remember the stock that I put in that was a dividend play? You are fearful. You are bearish. You have been for a year. I don't consider myself to be bearish, Frank. I consider myself to be a realist. And the market keeps going higher. Keeps going higher. So I keep giving you fish. Oh, it was Bido? Thank you. I keep giving you the fish in the current market, which is going higher. But Frank, not to say that I'm bearish, I'm looking at the market going up and up and up and up. How much longer can that happen? Frank, does that make sense? That's my biggest thing is how much higher can this go? How much higher? And I never want to be the guy that everybody wants to look at and he's the big bear. I'm not a bear. I love a bullish market, but I can make money no matter what the markets are doing. All right. And that's what we try to show you here. So a lot of people look at Janice as one small position, but a lot of people are playing crypto, and that's fine. I don't like crypto. I'm not a fan of crypto, but I've played it when the market gives me the opportunity to do that. All right. Next story. Gold retreats from record as U.S. factory data spurs the Fed debate. So how many of you, here's another story. How many of you are playing gold right now? Type a yes or a no. I am still not full-blown bullish on on gold yet because the dollar is still stronger than I'd like it to be to play gold. It is, inverse. When the dollar goes down, oil goes up. When the dollar goes up, oil goes down. Gold goes down. So I'm not fully bullish on gold, but it has opportunities to help you guys make some money. All right, it's out there. It is moving. So we're going to take a look at that today. We already hit a recession. We are getting out of it slowly. Frank, I'm not sure if I'm on board with that. The full-on recession, where we got the clear point of recession, was done back in 2020. Where the GDP went down for 2 quarters. That hasn't happened since. All right, the GDP hasn't gone down for 2 quarters in a row. That was in 2020. So I don't know that it takes 4 years to get out of a recession. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on that, Frank. That is just my 2 cents on that. Bill says we had a rolling recession. Ooh. Amir says we are not getting out of anything. Wow. Amir is my guy that doesn't always listen, but he's talking about we ain't getting out of nothing. All right, I hear you. All right, next one. How many of you are AT&T folks? I'm one of them. My phone plan is under my wife. My wife and I have our phone plan together, and my wife got an email saying you need to reset your password. This is big news right here. But now this is not the first time AT&T has had issues. This is not the first time that AT&T has had issues. Yet, it's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, cellular company out there. Company says information. Now, you know what I didn't like about this is that this happened 2 weeks ago. This happened 2 weeks ago, and we're just hearing about it now. That needs to change. When you get hit, you need to let your people know a lot faster than 2 weeks. It looks like a great thing for cybersecurity. Bada boom, bada bing. I've talked about cybersecurity and why it's so important. And why it's so, so important. This could be a big bump for cybersecurity. Yes, I had a notification about changing passwords. I'm through TELUS, says Jazz. Yep, we got it. Janet got the email, said change your password. So it is. Joey, did you get one? I know Joey's AT&T like me.
I probably did. I didn't.
Well, you need to do something about that. You don't want your information on the dark web. Well, they already got it. They already got it. All right. Stock that I don't always talk about anymore, Apple. February iPhone sales down 9% in the U.S. and 16% in China. Interesting why Apple is hooking up with Baidu in China. Smart move on their part. I don't think that it's taken hold yet, but a big dip in China sales. And I think it was a smart move on Apple's side to go hook up with Baidu. We're going to see how. I think that can change this number in China drastically. All right. So I did talk about Apple and Baidu. They're hooking up with Baidu in China only. Hooking up with so best move Apple could make, says Frank. I'm on board with that. That was a very smart move on their heart. On their heart, I saw a heart pop up on their part. Because they saw this and they saw the writing on the wall, and that was smart. All right, so that could really give a shot in the arm for Apple. Alar is another great stock that I talked about. I don't know how great it is right now. I got no more paper to write on, Joey. Where's all my cards? Did you come in my office and move all my cards? Oh, man. All right, I am going to write down Alar. I got to write it down somewhere, though. Right then, Apple will turn into a Montgomery Ward. No, they won't. Glenn, big props for getting me into Alar. I'm going to write that down as one of the stocks we're going to take a look at today. ALAR. All right. What other stories do I have? Oh, big move on the stock today. Look at this. CX app announces a partnership with Google Cloud. This stock is up 162. It was up 170. Yeah, that's right, Jacqueline. That's a big move. We're going to take a look at that stock to see if it's worth it. If you were already in it, that's a huge move. But we're going to look and see if it's well worth it for us to get into that stock. Adgate says, literally, anybody you ask, finances are squeezed. Don't care what the numbers say. We're in a recession now. My wife and I have conversations about that. She says, you just look at the big picture, but you don't look at all the people that are the little people that are. And, a lot of what we do here is looking at the big picture, and sometimes, I'm not going to lie, sometimes I lose sight of the people in middle America and lower America who are struggling paycheck to paycheck. And that's on me. I ain't going to lie, that's on me. But, when we look at investing in the stock market, we pretty much do look at the big picture. Do you agree with that? Yes or no? Now, a lot of us are living the lives of the people who are being squeezed. And again, I never mean to short anybody out of, not look at everybody, but, that's real true world. There's a lot of people out there who are living paycheck to paycheck, even though the market is going gangbusters, even though the jobs numbers and all of this, that, and the other thing. Real America does still feel the effect. And, as Adgate says, we are in a recession now based upon that. And again, I never wanted to downplay anybody else's lifestyle in any way, shape, form, or fashion. How do you hold your gold positions on stocks or ETF or in metal itself, coin, or in bars? If I'm going to play gold, I'm going to play it in a stock or an ETF. Do I own some gold? Yes. Do I own some physical gold? Yes. Yes, I do. Am I going to be the proponent of saying everybody should own gold? Nope. That's your decision. But I personally do have physical gold. So there you go, Lou. Pretty much it's going to be stocks or an ETF or owning physical gold, which would, whatever you can or cannot do. Google hit a new high. The base, it was in good time to buy. We'll take a look at Google. I write that down. Google. Googl. All right, last couple of stories. I'm still bearish on Tesla, have been. I've made double digits on TSLQ. Would-be Tesla buyers snub company as Musk's reputation dips. Now, I've shown you stories where Musk has said, I don't care about the bottom line right now. It's all about selling cars. I think that was a big mistake. When he went and bought X, and he put a lot of attention over there and took it away from Tesla, I think that was a mistake. Right now, he's going to be in the process because it was the big war in China with the cars, which he could never match those prices. All right, he could never match those prices. But look at this: Tesla raises the price of the Model Y cars in the U.S. by $1,000. I mean, he's got to do what he's got to do. At some point in time, he's got to start to look. Here you go, Eugene. Here's the story. You got to look at. I got to make money for my investors, or else they're going to leave. All right. Pennywise says Musk can't get out of his own way. He's going to do something big with AI. I think he already is. But when we look at AI stories, who is everybody linking up with? Type it in the room. When you talk about AI startups or anything or money that's being invested in them, who's the big company that everybody wants to be in cohorts with? Type it in the room. There's one main company that everybody wants to be on board with when it comes to AI. And there you go. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. And NVIDIA is putting a lot of money into. Microsoft is another one. I won't say no to Microsoft, but they did their big investment in OpenAI. They did it, and it's paying dividends for them. All right? They did their big investment in OpenAI. But everybody wants to get on the NVIDIA bandwagon, and NVIDIA is like, yo, we got the dough. Who wants to get down? Who wants to roll with us? All right, so a lot of NVIDIAs. Wow, John, that's not nice. NVIDIA is killing it, though. C3 AI is not a bad pick either. But I think that when I look at the AI companies, who are they all migrating to or want a piece of the pie with? It's NVIDIA. All right, AI with robotics will be the winner. Well, NVIDIA at the end of their presentation had robots on the stage. Prakash. All right, so me, Alex Call. Now you know me, Pennywise. I love me some Palantir. I'm all about the Palantir, baby. Ooh-wee. All right, and that was the last story. All right, let's get back into the software. Let's get back into the software and go here. Here we go. Let's go look at the stocks that made the news. All right, we already talked about the mixed market today. Let's talk about the stocks that made the news. All right, excuse me. It's coming up. There's CXAI. I want to take a look at that. It is way overvalued, not fundamentally sound. This is news driven. The story with Google. I didn't put Google in here. GOOGL. I'm going to put that in there. Palantir down lately. I'm going to put Palantir in here. PLTR. Let's go take a look at that as well. Amazon is doing automation. I'm going to write down Amazon as one of the stocks to look at today. AMZN. I want to look at all of these stocks, actually. Let's go peep them all out. Put them on a 3-month. I like the MPI. Look at that. Google, nice move on Google, along with the story with CXAI. Nice move, trading at session highs. I like the cross on trigger, the 5 crossing above the 40 on RT at a lower point, this shows me that Google's got some room to run. We do have a level of gapage on the end of day. We went below, but look at that. Nice move, moving higher. We've got trend and we've got trigger. Yeah, the Palantir is still doing well. I'm still in Palantir. I'm up. I'm in the positive side. CXAI. After the stock was pretty much doing not a whole lot, the big story with Google, I do have a wick coming in. I'm going to see probably some profit taking because Thursday, the stock closed at $2.45. Big jump up today. I'm going to say that a lot of people are going to take profits. I would wait until after today to see if the stock still has upside before I jump on board with it. All right, so check out CL. Is that a stock, CL? I'll write that down. FDX probably is going to get hit, Gerald, because United Parcel Service now is going to be the preferred carrier for the post office. FDX might be getting hit by that. I just think about that. I want you to keep that in mind. That was a big story. That's a big story. WTI. Big story that FedEx is no longer the primary carrier for the Postal Service. It is going to be UPS. So I think that is big news. That's going to hurt FedEx. That's going to hurt FedEx. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yeah, but Amazon might be moving to FedEx. Well, if that's the case, then that helps to offset the loss from United. But guess what? The Postal Service has more customers than Amazon, Pennywise. That's going to be a big hurt to FDX. It's going to be a big bolster for UPS. UPS still laying off a lot of people. If they get this deal and the deal comes this way, that might change. That might change. Looking at crypto coin coming down off of a high. I'd be careful with crypto. I still have trend and trigger, and I still am in an uptrend. I'd still be careful because it's volatile. Let's go to USO oil hitting a 3-month high, folks. Hitting a 3-month high. That's a good. So someone said about looking at oil with WTI, but US oil, I'm loving that. Again, a lot of things are coming into fruition to push oil higher. All right, next one, Apple. Apple's getting beat. A lot of it is China sales on the hardware. I'm wondering if the Baidu story gets to get this stock out of the doldrums. Not yet, though. Not yet. Next one. This is on gold, 3-month high. It's like oil's at a 3-month high, so is gold. There's IAU. All right, looking at the futures on gold. Again, I sit back and I say I'm not fully on board with it yet, but gold is moving. Personally, I avoid crypto miners before the halving event. Crypto miners are going to get killed on the halving event. Unless the halving event happens and crypto runs crazy again, then the miners may just be okay. But I think that might be the case because I think a lot of people want exposure to crypto. And if you to crypto, if you or to Bitcoin, better yet, to Bitcoin, it may not be as bad as we think for the miners. It may not be. All right. That's on gold. There's Palantir. There was the uptrend. I still hold it. I still like what they do. It's just a tough time right now. I'd like to see it get back in the uptrend. We lost trigger when the 5 of the 40-day moving average of RT went below the 40, but we still have trend. We'll see. Going into AT&T, the news of the breach, I think that it's going to have longer term effects on it. So I would not be a big fan of AT&T right now. Palantir will be back up when the next earnings comes out. They've beat earnings 3 times in a row, haven't they? Palantir. I'm still a big fan of them. All right. Everybody knows that's my big stock on books right now is Palantir. All right, was that all of the stocks? No, one more that made the news was Tesla. I'm still bearish on Tesla. I'm double digits up on it. Now, as you saw in the news article, they are pretty much challenging him just on his, I don't know. I still think he's a smart dude. He's an innovator. He needs to turn this around, though. Palantir at 30, very doable by June. We'll see. All right. So that's all of the stocks that made the big news. Earnings this week. I didn't put any earnings this week. Strong optionable plays. I'm still working on what I can do with this. This is something that I am working on for you guys. Where's the money going today? Let's go see where the money's going today. I think it's going to sort this. I think it's going to natural gas. Last time Boyle and UNG, big movers. One of the most volatile stocks to play in the market today happens to be either Boyle or cold, KOLD. When it comes down to natural gas, those are so volatile. Uranium is on the move. Interesting. Let's go view the graph for uranium. What do I feel on uranium? I feel nice move up. We got trigger. We've got trend. Uranium may not be a bad play. And if you're going to look at uranium, I would definitely look. There you go, Bill. I would definitely look at CCJ, one of the best stocks in the uranium play. Richard says, how can you like Palantir with the CEO leaving? Richard, that was my April Fool's joke for the day. That was my April Fool's joke of the day. Palantir just signed a deal with Lithuania and Germany, is now getting pressure within its government to revisit their anti-Palantir stance. So loads of potential here. The biggest thing that I like about Palantir is the amount of contracts they've been getting globally. All right, that you can't fight it. Those contracts just need to turn over into real money, and Palantir is going to take off like nobody's business. There's the regional banks, real estate, healthcare, utilities towards the bottom of the list. Let me give you some fish. One day MPI cross. Do you, Vista, Gen, Evolve, System 1, Asperian, all up today, all between buy and holds. One stock's got a negative earnings growth rate, System 1. It is what it is. But these are my fish for you today. These all met the criteria of a one-day move on the MPI. Put it on 1 month. And you're going to see the crossovers on RT over the last day. As soon as it comes up. Actually, I don't want to put it there. Let's go put it on a 3-month graph. Go put it on a 3-month graph. Oh, it is on a 3-month graph. There we are. We got the move on RT. Oh, and it split. Big move after the split. I'd keep my eyes on Do You. All right, the next one. Wow, look at Vistagen. We did get the crossover on the moving averages of RT. Watch the wicks at the top. All right, watch the wicks at the top. Next one, Evolve. Nice crossover on RT. Not on trend yet, but nice big open bars. Watch the wicks as well. These are all technical moves. SST, I'd be very careful with. Big wick at the top of this candle, even though it's an open candle. Be very, very careful with that. And I do like Asperion. We got the crossover on RT. We have trend. These bars are not nearly big wicky. It's not very wicky. MU is on my list, Bill. MU is on my list. I'm going to write down XLE as well. Remember, in order for me to look at your stocks, for every 10 likes, we get a stock. All right? For every 10 likes, we get a stock. Wow, we only have 63 likes, which only gives you 6 stocks today. It is what it is. It is. It's your likes. Y'all have full control over how many stocks I look at today. All right, Palantir within 10 years will be about 95% of the world's top tech. I am of the fan of what they do in the AI space, just machine learning, the whole 9 yards. They're going to be huge, all right? MPI enhanced. This looks at CI in the equation. Here's my 5 stocks here. Let's graph these real quick. These are still plays in the MPI space. Go take a look. 200 slackers in the room right now. Hit the like button and prove me wrong. Listen, you guys have full control of how many stocks we look at. SCS, look at this nice move. Hammer, look at fading the gap. I like this. Look at the downtrend. It broke through the downtrend. Keep this on your watch list. What else? CRDL breaking through, moving up. Not at the 3-month high yet. Still only $1.89. Let's go to the next one. VRNOF. I don't like. Oh, I can't even say that word. I'm not feeling that. It met the criteria, but I'm not feeling that. Wow, IZM. Was that an earnings play? IZM. Look at that. I'm wondering what news that was. But we got trigger. We don't have trend, but look at the big bar. Look at the big bar. Not a lot of wick. I'm feeling that. I don't know what the news is behind that. But that's a good technical move. Same thing with AYRWF. Look at that. 2 stocks in the marijuana space, but look at that move. How many of you knew of these 2 marijuana stocks, type of 1? If you did not, type of 2. How many of you knew of these 2 marijuana plays, type of 1? Or that one, I don't like that one. But if you did not, type of 2. And the reason why I always ask this question is because I always want to bring something new to the table when you come to a live stream. I always want to bring something new to the table when I talk about a live stream. This, even though it's got 11,000 letters and did well even after earnings, this could be a stock. And you know something? If this stock makes you some money down the line, I want you guys to remember your Uncle Glenn. Hey, Unc, I like that stock you gave me as a fish, as a possibility of a win. Look at this, trading really close to session highs today. Very little wick at the top. All right, for American cannabis, also, there's a lot of stocks out there, Pennywise. That is true. Don't care for marijuana stock. Prakash, I got you. But you know me, I'll always like to bring fish to the table. I always like to bring new fish. Weekly customers picks we'll come to in a second. Here's some more fish for you. My picks. These are going to be good, fundamentally sound stocks that will tend to be undervalued. All right. Good, fundamentally sound stocks that will tend to be undervalued. Here's my picks for you this week. And I've got the 6 p.m. video coming out tonight. My top 5 or my top weekly picks are going to be growth stocks. Don't forget to tune in at 6 p.m. My top weekly picks this week, with the market going the way that it's going, we're going to talk about growth stocks for both the U.S. and for Canada. I am in IESC currently, Glenn. There you go. Are you? And it's up 2% today. Fundamentally sound stock. All right. So, I got something I'm going to start new. For those of you, how many of you are relatively new to the market and have low dollar portfolios? All right. And I'm not trying to, but I want to help you guys too. Just type a 1 in the room. How many of you have low dollar portfolios, new to the market, or still trying to find good low dollar stocks to help you to grow your portfolio? Just type a 1. All right. I'm going to have a section of low dollar portfolio stocks. All right. And every week I'm going to bring those to the table. Some things that I like about them, some of these may be more aggressive, right? Because they are low dollar stocks. Some of these may be aggressive. Too many people smoking pot in cars. Stop and sell or place restrictions on roads. Joey, you need to stop smoking marijuana in cars. All right. So don't worry about it, Walter. I just talked to Joey. We'll get that squared away. What can you say about Fisker? Not to buy it right now. FSR. I'm thinking that EVs are having a problem right now. Thank you, Prakash. I appreciate that. So I want you to just take a look at these stocks. 1245. Let's go take a look at 3-month graph. These are lower dollar stocks. If you ever take any of these stocks, make sure you buy them on an up day. Jeff says up. 19% on IAG. Thank you, VectorVest. Man, you know, when I see stuff like that, there's a lot of people out there who are not subscribers to the channel. When Jeff puts something up there like that, or any one of our subscribers puts something up like that, if you're not a subscriber to the channel to get those kinds of picks, you need to hit the subscribe button. Go hit the subscribe button right now. Hit the bell icon so that you'll be alerted to a lot of the different videos that we put out. All right. And so far, if you like what you've heard today, hit the like button. Remember, I'm getting ready to go look at your stocks. Doesn't look like I'm going to look at a lot of your stocks today. But how about that? IAG, ooh-wee. Look at that. Nice move. Low dollar stock. Bottom left, top right. From the MPI graph, good to go. STM, a little bit more volatile in the move, but definitely bottom left, top right, hitting a new 3-month high today. Low dollar stock CTV, bottom left, top right. I'd make sure I buy on an up day, so I wouldn't buy it today. And CCLP, look at that stock. Wow, nice 45-degree angle. Oops, nice 45-degree angle on a low dollar stock. For those of you who don't have a ton of money in your portfolio or new to the market, this is going to be a new segment that I do on Mondays. All right, this is going to do something. This is going to be something that I do on Mondays. All right, but that's a great looking stock, $2.39. Hopefully you guys keep this on watch list. All right, how many likes do we have? I can do 10 stocks. I think I have enough right now for 10 stocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to give you 3 more. Why? Because you guys typed them in the room. All right. So, ALAR, GOOGL, AMZN, CL, yeah, Colgate, FDX, WTI, SIGI, Rock. The Rocket Bolt. There it is. Rock. MU, AMD, XLE, NU, FSR. All right. So I gave you more than the 10. I gave you 13. So it is what it is. VVC hit a 26-month high last week. I'm a big fan. I don't know that we can continue hitting more and more highs. I just don't know. New York Heaven Photography says hood. I gave you more than the likes you gave me. All right. So I did do that. Let's go to the portfolios. Let's go see your portfolio. Where are we? Midday market updates. Where are you? You guys are up 3.26%. Look at y'all rock and roll. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I want to get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. I had the portfolio off. Let's do this real quick. Let me put it on. It's going to get rid of a couple of stocks. All right, the stop in here, because these are your stocks. The stop in here is if the stock loses its buy. Wow! If it loses its buy recommendation, it goes away. Ooh-wee. So we got rid of some stocks. We did get rid of some stocks. We got rid of a lot of stocks. Goodness gracious. All right. We got rid of, oh no, this is a 20% gain or 5% loss. That's what that is. Sorry about that. It wasn't the buy recommendation. It was, the stop is a 20% gain or 5% loss. Let's do this real quick. Reports, trade history. Let's see, the close today. We closed out of a lot of stocks today. We took more gains than losses. You see that? Yes or no? You guys see that? So with the stops that we have in place, 20% gain, 5% loss. Look at that. We got more stocks. This is all from today. We took stocks with more gains than losses. You see that? Yes or no? Oh my gosh. Are you people not paying attention? Good. Googly muggly. But I'll take that. All right. Now let's turn this off so we can add new stocks to this. Let's go back to my viewers. Graph them all. All right, so the portfolio is up 3.5%. Let's go see if we want to add any more stocks here. NU. You want to add? I say no. It's tricking. You got to type in the symbol and yes or no. Type in the symbol and type yes or no. Okay. Food hangover, says Jazz. Bill says, paying attention to what? Exactly. All right, remember, type in the symbol and type in yes or no. I'm getting no's. Let's go to the next one. ALAR. It's not at the 3-month high. Preferably, I'd like to wait for us to break above the 3-month high. But what say you? I will tell you that I do like this freehand line. Stock's going up. You tell me yes or no. Yes or no. Nice big update today. I'm getting Joey. You getting more no's than yeses? Yes, Joey?
Yeah.
You just said that. What did I just say?
Am I giving them a number now?
That's exactly. That's what you heard. Did I wake you up? Oh. So yes or no, Joey? No. Joey said no. Blame Joey. All right, next one. Amazon. Little day of indecision. Big wick at the top. What say you? Yes or no? Yes or no on Amazon? If the Fed cuts interest rates, it will cause inflation to rise. 71% says yes, 28% said no. Okay. 188 votes. There you go. Amazon, yes, no, yes, no, no, yes, no. Joey, yes or no? Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey said yeah.
I own Amazon.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Whatever. All right, let's go put Amazon in. Die. Joey doesn't own Amazon. He don't own nothing. AMZN. AMZN. Get the price.
I just wanted to say that so nobody thought I was.
Exactly. Whatever. Exactly. I'm not listening to you. So I think y'all can hear Joe. I know I got him low in the background. You probably can still hear him. All right. Next one. Yes or no on AMD? AMD took a big hit. This was a telling sign right here. Shooting star, gap, and follow through. That would have been a good day to get out. Right here would have been a good day to get out. What do you say on AMD? I say not yet. Joey, turn up your volume. I could turn up his volume. I could turn it up. Say something, Joey.
Mic check.
Yeah, you should be able to hear him now.
I need to turn this one up.
All right. I'm gonna say no. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for AMD. T says yes on the bounce back. Let's go horizontal line.
Did you see the poll?
Yeah,
The poll
72% said yes. I'm gonna say no on AMD. I do like the bounce T, but it's got to show me more than that. It's got to show me, and I got no trigger. All right, let's go to the next one. Ooh, Google. Yes or no? Bottom left, top right. Joey, whatever. Jeff. Why, Jeff? Why, Jeff?
Is this what it says?
No, I'm not talking to you, Joey. I'm talking to Jeff.
That's what it says.
I'm talking to Jeff. Google, yes or no? I'm seeing yes. Okay, let's go get us some Google. Add trade. GOOGL. Get the price. Grand. Apply. All right, we got us some Google. What else? Go down. Yes or no on MU? Stay invested at your own risk, says Lawrence. Lawrence, I shouldn't have to say that. I shouldn't have to say that. All right. MU, I like the play. There was a gap, never faded the gap. I say yes. We got trend. Look at that. Look at trends just cranking up there. Blaine says no. Interesting, Blaine. Do you think it's overextended, Blaine? Yes or no? You think it's overextended? I'm going to take MU.
I agree.
And I didn't ask you that time. Any other time you're sleeping. MU. Get the price. Gram. Apply. We got some MU. Let's go. Blaine said, yeah, he thought it was overextended. We're going to see. I got my stops. 20% gain, 5% loss. Dan says the same way. It says way overvalued. That's what we got the stops for. Siggy. Say what? You know me, I will never buy on a down day. The stock was moving up prior to today. We do have trend. We do have trigger. I'm going to say no because I will never put us in a stock that's moving down to buy. All right. I will never put us in a stock. That's just a rule. I will never buy on a down day. And it's got one black crow, which goes to show it needs another day to show me if I need to really get into it or not. All right, let's go to the next one. Rock of Gibraltar. You know, it just barely faded the gap. Look at that. I'm going to say no here too. I have no trigger. Trend is tight. And I'm at a level of resistance of 81.58. I'm going to say no on Rock of Gibraltar. All right. Seems like you guys say the same thing. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the next one. FedEx. I think the story is going to be good. Somebody said that Amazon, they may be flying out for Amazon. But, you know, not only did it go down a gap down and it's in the gap area, even after the hammer here, it tested this level now as a level of support, 284.12. It broke below. I'm going to say no. We do have trend and trigger, but the stock's price is showing me no. Has a high level of debt. Do they really? Thank you, Hama. All right, next one. Energy is on the move. Yes or no? I like that. I like that play, and I cannot lie. Okay. Yes, I said that about Amazon talking with FDX. Thank you, Pennywise. What a good stock potentially going to the moon near the future. What stock? AT&T should pay for a LifeLock for everyone. I'm with that. XLE, everybody's saying yes. Let's go get us some XLE. Add a trade. XLE. Get the price. Target. Apply. We got us some XLE. We're down a little bit today. Y'all got one of the best portfolios in the live streams. Got one of the best portfolios in the live stream. CL. I like Colgate. I like the move. Bottom left, top right. But look at the gap. We lost trigger. Trend looks good. Long term, I would say leave this stock alone. If you own it, I would say leave the stock alone. Have some stops in place. But it's getting into it now. I say no. Atnu says yes. Well, Atnu probably was the one that gave it to me. That's what it sounds like. I'm going to say, what did I say, Atnu? I'm never going to buy on a down day. I would put this in my watch list, though. Stop, Aaron. I would put this in my watch list, though. Has a high level of debt, significant insider selling over the past 3 months. Yeah, I'm not going to take CL. I do like the stock. I do like the move. If nothing else, I'd put it into a watch list. And Hamad, thank you. Fisker. Nice little move, but it needs to show me something. It needs to fade this gap. I got no trigger. I got no trend. And I'm not out of the gap. It is fading this gap. It is fading one gap, but it's a down day. I say no. I say no on Fisker. If nothing else, let me see it fade this other gap. I'm not ready for it yet. Nicely moving from a level of a low, though. Down day. I'm going to say no. All right. I got one more stock, and then we go. Oof. There's a better oil play. There's WTI. I do have trigger. I just got trigger. What say you? All right. And Pennywise, you're right. Fisker is in bad financial shape. What do you say? I do like that we got triggered, but this stock is still trending lower. This stock is still trending lower. What stop do you use on XLE? All right. We're going to say no on WTI. All right. We're going to say no on WTI. Let me talk about the stops that I... Huh?
That's what I was going to say. No.
Okay. Let me show you the stops that I use on y'all's picks. All right. Let's go to edit. We use, what are we in? We're in the neutral. We're using a 20% gain, 5% loss. Do you guys want to change that stop? Yes or no? And if you do want to change it, what do you want to change it to? All right. Do you want? I like the stop because we're in a neutral situation from a market timing perspective. So we're still buying stocks in a neutral. We're still buying stocks in a neutral. That's the reason why I have you want to go with a 10% to the bottom, T? You want to go 2-to-1? You guys ready to go 2-to-1? Risk to reward? Yes or no? You guys want to go 2-to-1 risk to reward? You said higher stop. Kiwi meow says leave it. Jazz says, why change it? 30-10. All right, we're going to split the difference. We're going to go 25-10. All right, you guys okay with this? Yes or no? Overall, I split the difference. You guys okay with that? 25-10. Yes or no? John, 28-7. Ooh. John, I'm gonna split the difference with you. 28-8. 28-8. All right. 28-8 it is. I fly out this evening. All right. My wife's traveling. She just let me know. You like 28-7. Fine. 28-7 it is. No more. Are you talking to Joey? Are you taking Joey to the Celtics at the Hornets game tonight? Joey, you want to go to the game?
You taking me?
I would go. You want to go? Go.
I'm doing
All right. I would take you. I would say just go.
We should go.
I wouldn't mind going to a game. That would be awesome. I wouldn't mind. All right. That's your new stop. 28-7. That's your new stop. 28-7. All right. So there we go. I went to see the Celtics beat the Suns a couple of weeks ago. One of these Mondays, I think Joey and I are going to go to a basketball, or we're going to go to a baseball game. Or we go into a baseball game.
Like nights.
We can go to nights too. All right. So with that, we're set. You guys have the best portfolio. Let's go look at the mobile app picks. Where are they at? Oh, 2.75%. Look at them. That's Fridays. AMA, that's all. Wow. Look, all you guys got some stuff, got some good portfolios going. Look at this. Is that all of them? Mondays. Yeah. No, trending Thursday. Trending Thursday is in the red. All right. So there we go. All right. Shut up, Joey. Put me on the last screen. Whatever I gotta do. I am so gonna punch you. I'm gonna cause you some bodily harm. All right, folks. Good day today. Gave you some fish. We looked at some of your stocks. You guys got a good portfolio going. I love getting you guys involved. I don't think anybody else does this like we do. You know, I look at a lot of YouTube channels. A lot of people is just talking. Blah, blah, blah. I love getting you guys involved. I love getting you guys good stocks. I love giving you guys new stocks. All right. This is why we got to get people here. You guys got to invite more people to come. Once this is up, share this. Share this content on your socials. Get other people to come watch the video, even though it's recorded. All right. With that, I got to go. I got to go record a video for today. Again, tonight's video, my top weekly picks for both U.S. and Canada will be growth stocks. Check it out. Check it out. So I think that on Mondays, I already give top picks. I'm going to give top different picks, whether it's dividend stocks, growth stocks, technical stocks, all kinds of stuff, momentum stocks. So I'm putting a new twist on the Monday 6 p.m. videos. They will still be, thank you, T. It will still be top weekly picks for the U.S. and Canada, but I'm going to put a different theme on them. I know the best for April will be Friday. That'll be my video for the Friday video will be my top stocks for April. All right, we're going to do that. So I love that you guys are already looking for that. I love that you guys are already looking for that. That means it's taking root. That's a beautiful thing. I got to go. Folks, until the next time, again, don't forget about tonight's 6 p.m. video. Adios. Arrivederci. Ciao. Au revoir. Sayonara. Aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. And I'm still looking out, praying for all of the people who are in Maryland. Odabu. Bon dia. Salam. Shalom. Namaste. Yasu. Before you invest, check VectorVest. See ya.